Thoughts?
It's kind of pathetic the way we're playing. I mean, since day one of Orlando to be assistants, we've been playing this beautiful passing football, and on top of that, we're getting that last pass in. This past season, half of last season, we could not find that last pass to get the goal scorer. Our only prolific goal scorer we ever had was Dwyer, and once he left, we've always had problems. So I think if we can get Roches, or at least, I think Laren's just too young. He needs more time in the lower leagues to develop. But if we get an established goal scorer, just to get in there and pop in the goals, that's going to be it, you know what I'm saying? Because today, if you saw, we were just putting all these side-to-side passes. Tyler Turner was too afraid the first half just to run at people. And it was kind of sad because last season you'll see him just taking on defenders nonstop.
I want to take your comments, and I have 2 points going off your comments. Number one, I think Tyler Turner was awful tonight, and we really missed Ramos. I number one think we missed Ramos's fire,
yes.
And I number two think we missed Ramos's skill set. Moving forward, I think Turner was a fairly good player in USL, and I think maybe he's a little young right now. I just think Ramos is much more skilled. And number two, to address your point about the striking position, we've had nothing up top all year. So tonight's performance doesn't surprise me at all at home. For some reason, we can only score away. Molino was actually not even good tonight, and he's been okay. He's been pretty good. Why do you think it is that we can score away and not at home?
If you look at the away goals we've been scoring, they're not even like fancy passing around, we just tap it in. They're all scrappy goals, you know what I'm saying? So I think a guy's still molding into this league, so you haven't seen his full potential. Because you saw him today a little bit too, it seemed like he was kind of lazy on the ball. I hate to say that, but he just needs to get adjusted to the league. And once he gets adjusted, and once we find the top striker, that's going to be it. Molino, he just needs to get the confidence again. Because I think once he made a step up from USL to MLS, he had to think about more of the team, not just himself. Because if you heard last year's interviews with him and the gaffer was telling him, just pop him in, just take it. But now with all these other stars, he has to be more conscious around what's around him, you know?
And I know based off what you've just told me that you think there's lots of room for improvement, but if you could single out one thing that needs improvement that they should work on in training this week before the friendly coming up at home again, what do you think it would be?
Finishing. There was about 3 or 4 balls at the end of the game that just sky high. They could have taken another touch, settled it, make a decent shot, but it was just scuffed or high and wide.
Well, and we had a couple of those at the beginning too.
Yeah.
And you want to give anyone a shout out in Central Florida?
Dwyer, come back. I miss you.
He wants Dwyer back. I love it.